Next topic is the PN junction. Okay, in 12th grade, okay, when we perform the practicals, okay, so you can check in section B. Okay, it is a most important, okay, experiment in your practical file, PN junction diode, okay, forward and reverse basing. And now we will talk about a PN junction. Okay. First thing, there one is the diagram of a PN junction. In a one side, we take a positive charge. Okay, you know, in a P type, holes are present, so we can take as a positive charge. And in N type, we can, okay, we take electrons. The number of electrons are, okay, more than the holes. So then electrons are here. Okay, so in a P type, we can say majority charges means we can say majority of a positive charge and minority of a negative. But in a N type, okay, we can say the majority is electrons and minority is the positive charges. I repeat, in P type, majority charges are positive, and in N type, majority charges are electrons. Okay, so when we add the PN junction, आपने P एक there one is the one junction is formed who separate the N type and P type. Okay, this is called junction. This is called junction. Okay, now we can, when we add P type and N type, so then the process, okay, is called diffusion process. The process is called diffusion process. So when the diffusion process is performed, so that means negative charges towards the positive and positive charges towards the negative. Okay, तो then again पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव की तरफ, नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव की तरफ. तो यहाँ पे एक this one is the layer is formed between the P and N. In that, okay, when the diffusion process is occur, so the current is produced. This current is called diffusion current. I repeat, when the P type and N type, okay, add, so then process is called diffusion process, which, okay, how the process is performed, negative charges, electrons are moved towards the P type and positive charge move towards the N type. Okay, so then the current is produced because the motion of charges are here, motion of electrons and holes are here. So then the current is produced. Okay, this current is called a diffusion current because the diffusion process is responsible for performing the current. Okay, this current is called diffusion current. Okay, now the one layer is formed between the P type and N type. This layer is called a depletion layer. This layer is called depletion layer. Now you can check, ये वॉल आपकी क्या है, पॉजिटिव हो जाएगी और दिस वॉल क्या हो जाएगी, नेगेटिव. एक डिप्लेशन लेयर बनेगी इसमें. ओके, अब पी साइड, बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पी टाइप की तरफ गए हैं और पॉजिटिव एन टाइप की तरफ, तो जे वॉल क्या हो जाएगी, पॉजिटिव, और जे वॉल क्या हो जाएगी, नेगेटिव. इज इट क्लियर? आई रिपीट, व्हेन द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर मूव टुवर्ड्स द पी टाइप, तो द पी टाइप बॉल इज एक्ट लाइक अ negative ball, electrons ball. Okay, and N type ball behave like a positive ball because the holes are moved towards the N type. When the depletion layer is formed, so then the potential barrier is created between the P and N type. एक potential barrier create होगा. Okay, वो potential barrier क्या करेगा, oppose the current. नोट, ओके, क्या करेगा वो, अपोज द करंट, करंट को अपोज करेगा. आपके माइंड में एक क्वेश्चन आया होगा कि इफ द वन इलेक्ट्रॉन रो, ओके, वन रो is move towards the p type. तो ये नेक्स्ट क्यों नहीं जा रही, ये नेक्स्ट क्यों नहीं गई? ऐसे तो सभी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ओके पी टाइप चले जाते हैं और पी टाइप्स के होल्स move towards the n type. How it, okay, why they can not move? Because one potential barrier is formed. Okay, I had already introduced in n type positive wall is formed and in p type negative wall is formed. So when the electrons move this side, so then electrons, okay, this walls repel, and when the holes are moved this side, so then holes wall, okay, positive walls again repel. So means it create a potential barrier, okay, it oppose the current, not oppose the current, not support the current. Okay, in this depletion layer the shortage of charges are formed. इसमें क्या है, चार्जेस की शॉर्टेज आ जाएगी. I repeat, okay, another electrons and holes, okay, not move, okay, opposite sides because the depletion layer is formed. In this depletion layer, the potential barrier is created. This potential barrier oppose the current because in depletion layer the shortage of charges are formed. Now the electric field is created between the depletion layer, okay, is positive to negative. You know the direction of electric field is positive to negative. So this direction, okay, the direction of electric field is n to p side. Okay, now, okay, for producing the current we use a basing, we use a battery, we provide a battery. But in this, okay, according to your chapter, we can say battery is a basing. Okay, so how we can add, okay, and what the impact of the battery on a potential barrier, you can check in forward and reverse basing. Okay, so then our next topic is the forward basing. Okay, in PN junction, you know, okay, increase, okay, we increase or decrease the potential barrier, not increase. Okay, we need a decreasing the potential barrier for performing, for creating a current. So we use a, there one is forward basing. Which basing is used means आप यहाँ पे बैटरी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. ओके, तो which basing? Forward basing. Base means battery. Okay, we provide the battery terminals, means we provide the extra potential to the circuit. So then in forward basing we apply a true connections. These are the key points. True connections to electric field, depletion layer, energy, less energy. Okay, now this one is the diagram. Okay, from this diagram we understand, okay, we will understand the concept how the depletion layer is decreased, okay, with the help of a battery. And this one is the reading of a, okay, experiments. We imagine ki, okay, this in this value of a potential we need for decreasing the potential barrier. Okay, so then next thing is the graph of the forward basing. These are the most important, okay, concept again in PN junction, okay, and experiment also most important. Okay, so now we will discuss about one by one true connections. Okay, true connections की बात की जाए तो जहाँ पे क्या है, आप, okay, when you provide the battery, the positive terminals connected with the p type means true. Okay, same connections. Okay, positive we provide the p type and negative we provide to n type. Okay, the connections are true. Okay, and this one is the key point. मैंने ये key point बनाया है, not a, okay, in your bookish language. Okay, this one is the biggest pages are here. Okay, for this explanation, okay, you can stuck out, okay, when you read the pages. So mainly gist of this concept is here. okay, for writing material I will provide a notes side by side. Okay, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ this one, okay, वो ही आप write up कर दोगे तो that's mean, okay, any examiner from, okay, this state, from another state, no one deduct your mark. Okay, mainly focus on a concept, not a rectification method you used for the board class. Okay, because, okay, question is from the concept. Okay, so not a rectification, one page, 2 pages, just focus on a gist of this concept. Okay, so then in फॉरवर्ड बेसिंग ट्रू कनेक्शंस आर फॉर्म्ड पॉजिटिव के साथ पी टाइप, ओके, नेगेटिव टर्मिनल्स टू एन टाइप. ओके, तो देयर आर द टू इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड्स आर, okay, two electric fields are created. Now you can check when the, okay, this terminal is connected with the p type, so this wall is positive, ये wall क्या हो जाएगी, positive. And when the negative supply is, so this wall is the negative. Okay, अब story क्या बनेगी देखना. Okay, when the positive, this wall positive and another is the negative. अब positive क्या करेंगे, जैसे ही ये पॉजिटिव सप्लाई इनसाइड जाएगी, कंजस्टेड हो जाएगी वो प्लेस पी टाइप की, और वहां पे क्या है, वो रिपल्शन करनी स्टार्ट करेगी. ओके, दे रिपेल द पॉजिटिव चार्जेस. एंड इन एन टाइप सेम प्रोसेस इज इन्वॉल्व्ड. ओके, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर, ओके, एंटर इन अ एन टाइप. In n type also the congested, okay, behave like a congested area, so then they vibrate, okay, pull the electrons, okay, and in a p type also repulsion, n type also repulsion, the impact, okay, this impact on a this depletion layer. जैसे ही यहाँ पे impact पड़ेगा तो ये depletion layer क्या होगी, decrease हो जाएगी. When the depletion layer is a decrease, so then more electrons are enter in a p type and more holes enter in a n type. So then current is produced, okay, then current is produced with the help of a forward biasing. So then, okay, less energy is required to decrease the depletion layer. Okay, I repeat, okay, when the, okay, when this wall, positive wall, okay, sorry, p type wall is, I repeat, in forward biasing when we connect the true connections are, okay, here this wall is the positive wall and this wall is the negative walls, that then they repel the, okay, holes in p type. When the, okay, this positive charges enter in a p type, so they repel the holes, and same in when the electrons enter in a n type, they repel the electrons. So this depletion layer is decrease. When the depletion layer is decreased, so then the current is, means another electrons enter in a p type and holes enter in a n type, so then current is produced in a maximum amount. So there, okay, so then this one is the graphically representation experiments. We can say, okay, when we apply the voltage, okay, suppose, okay, we apply a 0 voltage, so then current 0. Okay, then again we apply 1 voltage, current is again 0. Next, when we apply a 2 voltage, so then again current is 0. But at a 3 voltage, it, okay, perform a, it create a current, means it breakdown of a potential barrier, means depletion layer decreases at a 3 voltage. Okay, according to that, the graph is here. This one is the y-axis, on a y-axis current is here, and in a x-axis voltage is here. You can check when the voltage is increased at that 3, the current is constant 0. So then we, okay, then you can check the potential is up to 3 or up to 2, so then current is increased continuously due to the decrease of a potential barrier. So at that point, there one is the one point, it is a confusing point, two electric fields are here. Okay, तो मैंने लिखा EF in, इसका मतलब क्या है, आउटसाइड, एक आपका आउटसाइड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई होगा इस सर्किट पे. ओके, दोज हु इंपैक्ट ऑन अ इनसाइड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, जो डिप्लेशन लेयर का इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड था वो ओके अपोज करे. ओके सॉरी, नॉट अपोज. ओके, ये जो आउटसाइड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, ओके, इट अपोज टू द इनसाइड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. when both are opposed to each other, so then the current is produced due to the decreasing of depletion layer. So this concept is regarding a forward basing. It's most important concept. Next basing is the reverse basing. It is opposite to the forward basing. Okay, in forward basing, you know, it decrease the depletion layer, but in that case is the opposite. Okay, impact in PN junction for the reverse basing. Okay, so then you can check, there one is the false connections. Okay, how we can say the false connection? So then the terminals are changed, negative supply be provide to the P type and positive supply, okay, be provide to the N type. Means P type के साथ negative terminals and N type के साथ positive terminals. So now this ball is behave like a negative ball and this ball is behave like a positive balls. Okay, so when the okay this case occurs, so then you can check the depletion layer. Okay, the electric field, inner electric field and opposite electric field, not a opposite, outside electric field is in a same direction. When okay both are in the same direction, so then depletion layer is increase. Okay, when the depletion layer is increase, okay, but in that case the current is also created. How we can say कि the current is created, or we can say कि current is produced? Okay, little amount of current is produced due to a minority charges. When we start, okay, you had already okay remember this thing. When I start the PN junction, okay, I say in P type the holes are majority charges and electrons are minority charges. In N type the electrons okay are majority charges, holes are minority charges. Due to this minority charges, the current is produced. The current is produced due to a minority charges. Okay, this current is a constant. Okay, it start from the beginning due to the minority charges. So this current is called saturated current. This current is called saturated current. If I talk about the graphically representation, so graph is okay, here you can check from the board. I repeat, in reverse basing, false connections are formed. This ball behave like a negative because the negative terminal is here, and this ball is the positive because the positive terminal is here. So then the electric outside electric field is same direction, okay, in the inner electric field. So then the okay the current is produced okay in reverse basing due to the minority charges. This okay current is the saturated current. Okay, impact of depletion layer, you know, when the electrons are attract the positive, so then depletion layer is increase. Okay, so is it clear? I hope reverse basing and forward basing is clear.